Welcome to Flow and Stretch yoga class with me. I hope you're joining me live. Just get yourself in something comfortable and we'll begin. Get settled in on your mat. Just finding a comfortable seat, easy seat, or sitting up on your knees. You can sit in a chair, on a bolster or block, just wherever you are comfortable to settle in and get started. So just go ahead and relax into your seat wherever you're at. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze, looking down the end of your nose. And coming into your breath, feeling your breath move gently in through your nose, feeling up your lungs, exhaling out of your mouth. And just using your breath to help center yourself this morning, to help focus your mind and come into a little bit of stillness. Today we focus on endurance as our intention for class. Endurance is strength to keep going, to persevere through challenges, and to trust that God sustains us in every season. Hebrews 12:1, we are encouraged. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus. Endurance is not about pushing ourselves to exhaustion. It's about finding strength in God or in your higher power, even in the moments when we feel weak. As you move through your yoga practice today, notice the moments that feel challenging. Notice any trembling in your legs, any burning in your muscles. Maybe your breath becomes shallow. Instead of resisting, lean into those challenges. Your strength is not just physical, it's also mental, emotional, and spiritual. Just as in life, we meet resistance, but we don't run from it. You learn to breathe through it. So as you meet challenges, whether it's on your yoga mat this morning or in life throughout your day-to-day, soften into God's grace, trusting that He is with us every step, every breath, every moment of our struggles. Endurance is not just about holding on. It's about surrendering to the one who holds us. In Isaiah 40:31, we are reminded, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." So use that strength that is provided to you from your higher power, whether that's God, nature, the universe, just the divine spirit that lives within you. Just hold on to that, trust in that, and use that to soften and grow and strengthen. Slowly bring your hands to prayer at heart center, pressing your thumbs into the middle of your chest, lengthening your spine, centering on your mat with your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. And as you inhale, lower your arms, circle up overhead, stretch it up tall. Coming into a side body stretch, right arm goes down, left arm reaches up and over. leaning to the right, pressing your left hip down into the ground. Left hand is reaching up and over, up by your ear, stretching out long through your fingertips. Breathing into the left side of your body, feeling the expansion in your ribs. And inhale, right arm reaches up to meet left, stretch it up tall. And exhale, left hand comes down, reaching up and over, leaning towards the left, pressing your right hip down into the ground, stretching out long. That right arm reaches up and over. You should feel a good stretch down the right side body. And just breathe into that stretch, using your breath to help expand. And inhale back up to center. Exhale, twisting over towards the right. Left hand comes to your right outer leg, using your right arm behind you onto the ground, or pressing into your low back, supporting you as you twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, breathe into the twist, looking over your right shoulder. And exhale, unravel, reach your arms up overhead, stretch it up tall. And exhale, twisting towards the left, right arm reaches to your left outer leg. Left hand comes behind as you kickstand to help lengthen that spine. And just soften, breathing into that twist. And inhale, unravel, coming back to center. Arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your right arm across and use your left arm to just gently pull it in towards your body. Resting that right shoulder down away from your ear. It's coming into a deltoid stretch. Just breathing into that shoulder, keeping your spine nice and tall. And exhale, spread your arms out wide. And then inhale, left arm crosses under right at the elbows. Bringing your forearms together, you can either touch the backs of your hands coming into eagle arms, or you can wrap your palms together, leaving your elbows parallel to the ground, breathing into your back body. If this is too much of a stretch, you can stay here at just hugging, a bear hug, hugging your shoulders together. But if you have the flexibility to come into eagle arms, that'll give you a great stretch into your shoulders. Breathing into your back body, feeling the expansion through your shoulder blades. Your next inhale, open up wide. And then left arm reaches across, gently pulling on that arm, bringing it in towards your body. Letting that left shoulder rest down away from your ear. Try not to shrug it up, just letting it be soft, keeping your spine tall. And breathing into your deltoid, feeling the stretch in your shoulder. And as you inhale, spread your arms out wide, coming to eagle arms. Left arm crosses over right at the elbow, and you can come here into a bear hug, or bring your forearms up to touch, touching the backs of your hands, or wrapping your right palm around into your left, rising your elbows up off the ground parallel to your shoulders. Pressing your hands forward will help intensify the stretch. And just breathe softly, gently into your back body, feeling the stretch across your shoulder blades. Stretching those shoulders, lengthening your spine. Getting our arms ready for practice today. One more inhale, raise those elbows up. And exhale, unravel. Kind of shake it out a little. And move onto hands and knees, coming into a tabletop. Centering with your wrists under your shoulders, pressing evenly down into the ground. Knees under your hips, spines nice and tall, long. And come into some spinal flexion, dropping your belly, pulling your hips up towards the ceiling. Chest pulls through, looking gently just up over your brow as you inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, tucking the pelvis, doming the back, tucking your chin, pressing up into cat. Inhale, dropping down into cow, pulling that chest through. And exhale, pushing up, doming in the back. And just move at your own pace with your own breath through a few cycles of cat and cow. Adding any extra movements here if it feels good. And meet me back in tabletop. Walk your hands forward 2 or 3 inches, spreading them a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, tucking your toes, cores in tight, and then lifting your hips up and back, coming into our first downward dog. Getting your alignment settled, letting your neck hang loose, chest pressing down towards your thighs. Just have an external rotation in your shoulders and an internal rotation of your hips. You can walk your dog here, bending one leg at a time, just once again finding any movement that feels good. And continuing to breathe fully and deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just come into stillness here for a few breaths. And if this is a little too difficult, you can shorten your dog and bend your knees. That will allow your chest to fall through instead of being more curled in your back. You need to bend your knees. That will help straighten your spine. So this is a variation that you can take and just work towards straightening those legs and pressing those heels down to the floor. But if this causes you to dome or bend in your back, just bend those knees and allow your spine to come into a straight line. So on your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat, and slowly walk yourself forward into a forward fold. Leaving your feet hips width apart, letting your head dangle down towards the ground. And if you need to, rest your hands on your thighs or on your shins, you can do that, or you can use a couple blocks here, bringing the ground up closer to you. And once again, you can leave a gentle bend in your knees to help lengthen your spine and support your low back. We're going to move into some sun salutations to wake up the body, get our energy flowing, and get some heat built up. On your next inhale, halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground, shoulders pulled back, neck in alignment with your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, and slowly roll up to a standing position. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the waist. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back. Knee comes down to the ground to your low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands plant. Right knee up off the ground. Left foot steps back to meet the right into a downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, left knee down to your low lunge. Inhale, chest comes up, arms reach high. Exhale, circle your arms down, left foot up, and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, and roll up to your standing position. Shrug those shoulders, circle them down the back. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the waist, neck comes long. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Right foot steps back, dropping your knee into your low lunge. Inhale, chest and arms reach high. Exhale, plant your hands. Right knee comes up. Left foot steps back into your downward dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward. Left knee to the ground. Inhale, chest and arms reach up high. Exhale, plant your hands. Left knee up off the ground. Stepping forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up. Upward salute. Swan dive back down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back. Knee down to the ground. Inhale, chest and arms reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Left foot steps back into your downward dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward. Left knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Left knee comes up. Stepping forward into your forward fold. Leave your feet hips width apart. And go ahead and grab your elbows, letting your head dangle, just coming into a ragdoll. Feeling that lengthening of your spine once you've kind of moved and built a little heat. Maybe you can get a little longer here in your forward fold. We're going to move into our next sequence. Continuing to flow with the breath, continuing to build a little heat, and continuing to just challenge the body, challenge the mind, learning to continue to focus your breath with movement. On your next inhale, plant your hands, And walk your feet together, kind of big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, coming into a chair position. So knees should stay over your ankles, hips back like you're sitting on the edge of a chair, and chest rises up, arms stretched up tall. Core should be activated, supporting your low back. And as you inhale, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Then we're going to step back with our left foot, so weight in your right foot, stepping towards the back of your mat, coming into a high lunge, finding your alignment with your right knee over your right ankle, balancing on the balls of your left foot. Spine is nice and tall. And you're going to inhale, circle your arms, reach everything up tall. Then turning towards the long edge of your mat, legs stay wide, hands reaching out long into a star pose. Your feet will be kind of angled out to the side. Inhale, reach wide, and exhale, we're going to squat down into your goddess, bringing your hips, thighs parallel to the ground, knees over your ankles, arms spread wide. Inhale, back up to star, swing it back into crescent. Inhale, stretch it up tall. Hands come down to the ground. You can use a block here if you need to. Pressing your left hand into the ground or the block. And inhale, coming into a revolved lunge. Right hand reaches tall to the sky, opening up through your chest, breathing into your twist. Inhale, stretch through your right hand. Exhale, right hand comes down. Right foot steps back into your down dog. Inhale and exhale. And we're gonna inhale, come through to plank. You can drop your knees into half plank, lower down chaturanga, down to your chest and chin, leaving your elbows in. Inhale, chest comes up for your cobra. Exhale, chest down, knees up into your downward dog. One inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat, walking forward into your forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, chest comes up into your chair pose. Knees remain over your ankles, hips pressed back, glutes tucked in, cores in nice and tight, chest is lifted towards the sky. Inhale, hands to prayer at heart center. We're going to step back with our right foot into a high lunge, getting your alignment. Inhale, arms circle up into crescent. Then we're going to turn into a star pose, spreading wide through your hands, feet are wide. Inhale here, exhale down into your goddess. Knees stay over your ankles, thighs parallel to the ground. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, stretch it back up to star. And back into your crescent. Chest up high. Exhale, hands down to the mat or to a block. Pressing your right hand into the ground. Inhale, opening up into your revolved lunge. Spreading wide through your chest. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. One more inhale, stretch it up long. Exhale, Left hand comes back, left foot back to meet your right into your downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, come forward into your plank, lowering your legs here if you need to. And then chaturanga, go knees, chest, chin. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, chest down, curl your toes, and press it back up into your downward dog. Give me 3 breaths here. If you need to drop down to your knees or press back into a child's pose, just know that is always an option. Just take any rest or recovery that you need to. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat, and walk up to your forward fold. And we're going to repeat that sequence, but with our chair, we will be moving into an eagle pose, so make it a little bit more challenging on this second round through. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, coming into the chair pose. Inhale, chest and arms reach up high, leaving those shoulders down away from your ears. And then putting your weight in your right leg, left knee comes up, crosses on the right, and if you need to leave your toe on the ground as a kickstand, or you can wrap that foot around that calf. And then coming into eagle arms, left arm wraps around the right, balancing our balance here. Eagle arms, eagle legs. One more inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to unravel that left leg, stepping to the back, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, release your arms, stretch it up tall, crescent pose. And then exhale, opening up into your star. Inhale, stretch it out long. Exhale, drop it down into goddess. Inhale, back up to star. Exhale, back into your crescent. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, plant your hands, leaving your left hand on the ground. Inhale, reaching up, opening across your chest. Right arm reaches high. Exhale, right hand plants down. Right foot steps back, coming into your downward dog. One inhale and exhale. Inhale forward into your plank or half plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. You can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale into cobra or up dog, leaving your knees up off the ground. Exhale, back into downward dog. One big inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, walk yourself to the top of your mat, coming into your forward fold, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, coming back into our chair pose. Chest up high, arms stretched high. Then moving your weight into your left leg. Right knee comes up, crosses on the left, challenging our balance. Once again, you can leave that toe on the ground as a kickstand or wrap it around. Then come into eagle arms. Right arm comes under left. Elbows stay parallel to the ground. Continuing to breathe. Then leaving your arms crossed, Right arm, right leg steps towards the back of your mat, coming into your high lunge. Left knee stays over left ankle. Inhale, unwrap your arms, reach up high into your crescent. Opening up into star, stretching wide between your fingers. Exhale down into goddess. Inhale back up to star. Swing back around into your crescent pose. Inhale, stretch it tall. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Right hand coming onto a block or to the ground inside your foot. And then opening up into your revolved lunge, twisting at the waist, spreading wide across your chest. One more inhale, stretch it tall. Exhale, hand down, stepping left foot back. Give me 3 big breaths in and out through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Deep inhale. Large exhale. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat. Walking into your forward fold. Dropping your head, letting everything hang loose. Letting gravity extend the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back with our right foot and then walk your left foot over behind your right hand, dropping that knee down to the ground, coming into a pigeon, stretching your right leg out long, leaving your left foot flexed to protect that knee. And then inhale, stretch your spine out long, pull your chest through. And as you exhale, just forward fold to your own degree, getting a stretch to your left outer thigh. It's breathing into the stretch, softening into the fold. And if pigeon pose is too uncomfortable, if there's too much pressure on your knee, you can flip over onto your back, taking a figure 4 stretch instead. Your next inhale, chest slowly comes up. Bending, curling your toes. Left foot comes back to meet the right, downward dog. Then step forward with your right foot, coming into your pigeon on the right side, so right knee will be behind your right hand. Left foot across the mat, leaving that foot flexed to protect your knee. And inhale, pulling your chest tall. And then exhaling into your fold. On your next inhale, lift your chest and just lower that right hip, swinging your left leg around to the front, scooting your hips back, legs come out long, coming to a staff pose, so settling your hip bones down onto the ground, spine nice and tall, centering with your head over heart, heart over pelvis, Feet are flexed. As you inhale, reach arms up tall, lengthening at the waist, and exhale into your forward fold, bending at the waist, reaching down towards your ankles. You can leave a bend here in your knees if you need to. Leaving your spine nice and long, exhaling into your fold. Bending your knees, feet coming onto the ground, hips come up close to your heels. We're going to slowly roll down onto our backs. So extend your hands out long, clasping your fingers, pointing that index finger like a gun, and just slowly roll down to your back, leaving your knees bent, stretching your hands down towards your heels, tucking your shoulder blades underneath. We're going to slowly lift up those pelvic bones towards the ceiling, coming into a bridge, tucking those shoulders underneath. Hands reach down towards your heels, or you can come into a bind, clasping your hands underneath, tucking those shoulder blades, glutes in tight, pressing hips towards the ceiling. And release, slowly rolling down. And then drop your knees side to side. And let's set up for another bridge. Heels in close towards your glutes, tucking those shoulder blades, hands reaching down towards your heels. On your next inhale, pressing into your feet, rolling up into your bridge, squeezing your glutes nice and tight. Just holding the pose, breathing, keeping the breaths even. One more inhale, press it up high, and exhale, slowly roll on down. Once again, dropping knees side to side. I'm going to do that one more time. So sit your feet flat back on the floor, tucking your shoulder blades. And as you inhale, pressing through your feet, hips pressing up towards the ceiling. Should have a good alignment from your knees down to your shoulders. Feeling the activation in your hamstrings and your quads. Maybe a little shake going on here with your third one. Just breathe through it, stay with me, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it on down. Bringing your knees into your chest, circling your knees, massaging that low back onto the ground. Take it in the other direction. Then tabletop your knees up in the air, knees over hips, cactus your arms out to the side, and then drop your knees towards the left, coming into a supine twist. Shoulders stay flat on the ground. Neck can be either neutral, looking up towards the ceiling, or you can look over your right shoulder. Just breathing into the twist. Inhale, knees come back up to center. Kind of reposition. Tabletop those knees back in the air. Then drop over towards the right, leaving your shoulders on the ground. Neck either parallel or looking over your left shoulder to intensify the twist. And just soften and breathe. And inhale, knees come back up. Grabbing your knees, pulling them into your chest. Then curling forehead up to meet the knees, coming into a big tight ball, squeezing everything into the center. And then exhale, open up wide, legs come out long. Feet fall softly to the side. Hands open up at your side. Or you can bring your hands inward, resting one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Just coming into your final resting pose, into Shavasana. Letting everything relax, melting away any tension. And just feeling gratitude for the practice today, for the ability to show up on your mat. Taking this time for yourself. Building endurance through practice, through mindfulness, through breath work. Letting your breath fall easily in through your nose, out through your mouth, coming into natural, soft respirations. And ask yourself, as you lay here mindfully breathing, what are you holding on to today that feels heavy? Is there a challenge in your life that you're ruminating on? Is there a fear, a sense of waiting? As you inhale, imagine drawing in God's strength. And as you exhale, release that burden, giving it up to Him. Inhale in God's strength. And exhale, releasing that burden, giving it to God or to your higher power, whatever that may be. Inhale God's strength. Exhale your burden, releasing it up to Him. And as you're breathing in His strength and releasing it to Him, it's reminding yourself that you don't have to carry this alone. You can rely on God's strength to help you endure through any challenge. As you continue to breathe, feel the steady rhythm, the reminder that your higher power sustains you with every beat and every breath. You are not alone on this path. You are held. You are strengthened. And you are being renewed. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking up the body. Coming into circles with your wrists and ankles. Bringing your feet together, stretching your arms overhead, coming into a full body stretch. And then knees into chest, turning onto your side, resting into a fetal position. Pressing yourself up into a seated position, coming into an easy seat, centering with your head over heart, heart over pelvis, spine's nice and tall. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, opening your mouth and exhaling fully. I want to thank you for joining me in practice today. I am blessed to be able to serve and practice with you. I bow to you. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed this practice today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to practicing with you again. Have a blessed day.